how to gain back control of food and actually break free from the emotional eating or comfort eating that's going on right now. I'm going to share with you exactly how to do this in 3 very simple steps, okay? How do I know? Because I've tried and tested it myself after being a complete overeater for all of my teenage years. So I was obese up to about 22. And I had to challenge my relationship with food to really lose weight and get to where I am today and sustain it. So when I share this with you, it comes from a place of absolutely being tried and tested, and also being utilized with clients for the last 7 years who have cracked the code and overcome their emotional eating. So I know it works, okay? So what I want you to do over the next 2 weeks is I want you to make sure and put your attention on making sure that every day you are eating in maintenance. And what I mean by that is you are fueling your body with exactly what it needs to maintain your current weight. What does that support your body to do? It supports all of these beautiful hormones in your body to start balancing themselves out. Now, when we undereat or overeat, it can cause a bit of a roller coaster effect in regards to the hormones inside of your body. And there's certain hormones in your body which are in control of whether you're hungry, whether you're satisfied, whether you're hyperfood focused. So what we want to do is just give your hormones a bit of support to just all balance themselves out, okay? And naturally what's going to happen is you're going to become less food focused. You're going to feel more in control. You're not going to feel as driven towards the chocolate cupboard. So what I want you to do for the next 2 weeks is focus on making sure you are fueling your body at maintenance. Now, if you're not sure how many calories is maintenance for you, then you can go on the internet. In fact, you can reach me. I actually have a completely hormone-specific calorie calculator that I actually built from scratch that will tell you in about 2 minutes how many calories you need to maintain your maintenance. So I can give you access to that. Just pop me a message if you'd like that. But yes, over the next 2 weeks, I want you to focus on hitting that maintenance, making sure your body's receiving maintenance calories for 2 weeks. Trust me, you are going to see such a shift in how you feel and think around food. It's literally life-changing. Now, the second thing I want you to think about, because maybe you're still going to get some urges, because let's be honest, if we've acted upon a behavior for a long amount of time, I was a binge eater for years. So that habit was so ingrained in my brain. So the second thing I want you to do is, this is beautiful, right? So there's 2 parts of the brain, prefrontal cortex, okay, this is like your logical brain, and then you've got your emotional brain back here. And these signals for food are coming from here. Now, what's really cool about these 2 parts of the brain is they can't actually work in unison, they can't work together at the same time. So that's why we get this huge, I must eat all the food. And Mr. Logical Brain is fast asleep and isn't there going, no, because you know what it's like. Before you know it, you've actually gone to the cupboard and eaten the chocolate before you've even really thought about it, right? So what we want to do is, there is one way in which to be able to switch your thinking from emotive thinking to logical thinking, and it's all to do with your breathing. So by actually taking some deep breaths, what happens is this closes off your emotional brain back here, and it opens up your prefrontal cortex in the front here to help you with logical thoughts. And what happens is this part of your brain will start to rationalize and guide you to perhaps a healthier choice. Now, this takes practice, and also to remind yourself to actually initiate the breathing, because like I said, you can sometimes behave very quickly, grab the chocolate very quickly. What's always really powerful to do is to put visual prompts in places that you know you're going to see on the way to said food, okay? So I would have prompts, as an example, on the chocolate drawer or the cupboard. I would have visual prompts to help me to go, and it would say, stop, breathe. And then I would stand there and I feel really stupid as I was learning to do this. I'd be like, oh, this isn't gonna work. It's so pointless. It sounds so simple, but it does work. It's so effective. So if you are getting urges, I want you to just take a moment, and I want you to think about, okay, I'm gonna take a moment, I'm gonna breathe into this and see how it feels, okay? And there might be a bit of a challenge back and forwards between your emotional brain and your prefrontal cortex, but go with it, give yourself time, keep with repetition, and it will help you to really control what food you go for and your behaviors that you choose to make with food. What I want you to know though is, just because you have felt connected and having these issues with food, it doesn't mean it has to be your reality, because it was my reality for a very, very long time. And I told myself it was impossible to break, but it wasn't true. It is totally possible to be able to remap your relationship with food and fix your relationship with food. And it is invaluable once you have that, because I know how many hours of the day we can spend feeling guilty around food, right? So take these two focuses: maintenance calories, actually utilizing your brain to guide you in a different direction with food. You can do this. It's all about creating a new version of how you behave around food, a new version of you that has food freedom, that is in control of food. You've absolutely got this. I hope this has been helpful. And read the comments, because I've got something extra in there for you too. Catch you soon.